Good evening, or good afternoon, actually. This is Matt Bush from Woodland Hills High School. Oh, I can't hear my... There we go. Woodland Hills takes on Penn Hills in a big Section 4 game. Wolverines coming off 2 section losses. Their record is 2-2 in the section now. And if they lose today, it could be a real tough blow for them. As we're getting ready for the starting lineups here in a couple seconds. And we should be about set to start this Section 4 Quad East game. A little note, the Woodland Hills football team is being moved out of the Quad East and moved into the Quad North. But we'll talk about that a little later as we're ready to begin the pregame introductions. Head coach, both these teams actually have first-year head coach. Penn Hills new head coach Jim Rocco and Woodland Hills new head coach Gary Angelito. Other mic on.
Yeah.
Okay, again, Penn Hills has a new head coach Jim Rocco. Woodland Hills with a new head coach Gary Angelito. Right now, Penn Hills tied for second in the section with Fox Chapel. Wolverines have fallen to third in the section. Getting hum over the headphones.
Player introductions will be coming up right now, actually, and we'll be set the first boys game. After the boys game, we will have the girls game also against Penn Hills for you right here live.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's varsity basketball game between the Penn Hills Indians and the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Before we begin the contest, we need to make several very important announcements. First of all, a reminder that according to PIAA regulations, sportsmanlike conduct will be tolerated towards the officials or participants of this contest. Secondly, no food or beverages are permitted inside the gymnasium. At halftime and after the game, we ask that you please stay off of the playing surface. Please exit the gym via the outer perimeter of the playing surface. And a final reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that smoking is prohibited everywhere within the high school building. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for head coach Jim Rocco's Indians. At a guard spot, 6-foot senior wearing number 22, Troy Cotton. At another guard spot, 6-foot 1-inch junior wearing number 14, Anthony Potato. At another guard spot, 6-foot 2-inch junior wearing number 13, Damon Young. At a forward spot, 6-foot 1-inch senior wearing number 5, Byron Stone. And rounding out the lineup, 6-foot 5-inch junior wearing number 44, Chaz Britt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's your 95-96 Wolverine varsity basketball squad. Number 10, Dan Sargo. Wearing number 12, Larry Huey. Senior wearing number 13, Jeff Stanley. 6'2 senior wearing number 14, Pat Slade. 6'2 junior, number 25, Matt Barker. 6'3 senior, number 35, Rocky Kravitz. 6'1 senior, number 44, Darnell Barksdale. 6'2 senior, number 45, Sean Henderson. 6'6 senior, number 50, Tim Brunner. 6'6 senior, number 53, Rob Mao. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for head coach Gary Angelito's Wolverines. At a guard spot, 6-foot senior, wearing number 22, Mike Wallengevitz. At another guard spot, 6'2 junior, wearing number 23, Del Rico Fletcher. At another guard spot, 6'3 senior, wearing number 32, Sean Beasley. At a forward spot, 6'4
Well, the Wolverine season could be on the line here today as they take on Penn Hills. Again, the starting lineup for Penn Hills: Stone, Young, Potato, Cotton, and Britt. For Woodland Hills: Wallen, Jevitz, Beasley, Fletcher, Edmonds, and Dixon. Huge Section 4 game. Well, right now, Penn Hills number 2, tied with Fox Chapel. Woodland Hills number 3 in the section right now at 2-2. Central Catholic leads everyone with a 5-0 record.
This is always the Wolverines' best game of the season. Them and Penn Hills, a great rivalry, been going on for a couple of years now. Should be an exciting contest here today.
Well, the Penn Hills Indians has defeated Woodland Hills 12 out of the 16 times they've played in their history. Wolverines won here last year 57-56 in a game that decided the Section 4 title.
Games are always close between these two teams, Matt.
Wolverines lost by 2 at Penn Hills last year on some late free throw misses. The officials right now trying to see which ball they want to use. Mike Wallenjevich tests to see if it is a good one. And Britt and Edmonds going for the tip. Now that's a big matchup today, Britt and Edmonds. See if Chris can take Cheris Britt out of the game. Britt is one of the best players for Penn Hills. Also look out for number 22, Troy Cotton of the Indians. Maybe the best point guard in Section 4. He and Mark Ponko are the 2 best. It's Fletcher passes to Dixon, but Dixon has, Fletcher has pass knocked away by Stone. Here comes up to Cotton. Cotton will just pull it out. Wolverines in their usual man-to-man defense. Cotton will set up. Cotton will pass to Potato. Now over to Damon Young. Now pass inside to Stone. Now over to Cheris Britt. Jumper's no good. Penn Hills the board, but the ball's still free, and a foul on Mike Wallenjevich. It'll be Wallenjevich's first. 7:33 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Wallenjevich was called for the foul underneath there. Stone made a good play on the other side to get the turnover from Woodland Hills, and Penn Hills will inbound the ball.
Troy Cotton to inbound it for the Indians. Cotton's pass knocked back in his face by Delrico Fletcher, and the Wolverines Penn Hills will inbound it again here under the Wolverine hoop. And the Wolverines lost by 15 on Friday night to Central Catholic. Beasley knocks that ball away. It's picked up by Fletcher. Fletcher over to Mike Wallenjevich. Wallenjevich to the lane is blocked by Byron Stone, but the foul called on Stone, his first, and that should send Wallenjevich to the line for 2.
There's an obvious foul there by Stone as he knocked Wallenjevich to the floor. Wallenjevich will shoot 2, though, so Wolverines going to try to get on the board.
Wolverines had some problems with free throw shooting at Franklin Regional, which maybe cost them a game. And at Central Catholic on Friday, they had problems with turnovers. See if Wallenjevich gets the Wolverines on the board. First free throw is good, 1-0. Again, Wallenjevich is one of the better free throw shooters on this Wolverine club. 1-0 Woodland Hills. Wallenjevich now to shoot another one. And it's good, and it's 2-0 Woodland Hills. Penn Hills presses it up here. 13, that's Damon Young. Passes over to Cotton in the corner. Cotton will take a 3. A lot of arc on it, no good. Fletcher to the board as Edmonds tips to him. Fletcher to Wallenjevich. Wallenjevich comes in. Layup is good, and it's 4-0. Wallenjevich's play slacked off a little bit here in the past couple games, but he's looking to pick it up here early. All 4 points here early as Young will go back to Cotton. 7:08 left. Pass comes up to Cheris Britt. Britt now to Stone. Stone back inside to Britt. Britt looking to turn around at Edmonds. Britt's turnaround's no good. And Edmonds the board and a foul on Penn Hills. Second on the Indians this quarter.
This is exactly the kind of start the Wolverines wanted to get off to a 4-0 lead and got the ball back off of a foul. Wolverines are in good shape early on here.
Mics are on. Test. Sorry, we're having some audio problems. Try to get them fixed. There we go. Pass comes up to Chris Edmonds. Edmonds will pull it back out to Wallenjevich now. Mike Wallenjevich at point for Woodland Hills, being guarded by Cotton. He will pass to Fletcher. 6:45 left first quarter. Dixon at the top of the key, being guarded by Stone. Pass goes back to Wallenjevich. Wallenjevich wants to go inside, does not. Goes to Beasley at the free throw line. Beasley takes the dribble. Shot is no good. Tip by Edmonds. Edmonds able to pull down the board from Stone. Goes out deep to Wallenjevich. Fakes a 3, goes down the lane. Great look to Fletcher. Delrico down the baseline. Layup good. 6-0 Woodland Hills.
Great rebound inside there by Edmonds to set up the Wolverines to get the rebound and be able to get the basket there.
Wallenjevich guarding Young as the pass comes to Potato. Potato to Stone. Pull a pass over to Britt. Britt up. What's Edmonds? The rejection on him. Edmonds to Fletcher as he goes over to Beasley. Now Beasley down the lane. Layup is good, and it's 8-0.
Nice move by Beasley inside to get the roll. Wolverines off to an 8-0 lead with 6:02 left.
basket. Oh, yes, the basket will count. There was a whistle after the play as Penn Hills started to go up the court. Wolverines playing with some emotion here, something they lacked on Saturday or Friday night against Central Catholic.
Gotta think the home crowd has something to do with it. The crowd's into the game already. Wolverines with the 8-0 lead.
Troy Cotton has it, 5:56. He passes over to Cheris Britt. Britt's jumper is good, 8-2. Pass into Delrico Fletcher, 5:49 left there in the first quarter. 8-2. Woodland Hills. Beasley wants to penetrate, does not. We'll just pass over to Wallen Jevitz. Pass now inside to Dixon. Dixon's shot is good, 10-2.
Wolverines on fire. Dixon inside with a nice move, and he was able to get the 2. Wolverines with an 8-point lead with 5:29 left in the first.
Patoto has it. Patoto wants to penetrate. Now goes to Britt on the baseline. Britt wants to go back to Patoto. He wasn't paying attention, but he scraps the ball, gets it over to Stone. Stone now. Dixon, I believe, got the foul on that one as Stone went up. And Stone heads to the free throw line with 5:18 left in the first quarter. The score 10-2. Woodland Hills. 2 team fouls on each club here in the first quarter.
Wolverines are pressing Penn Hills very well here so far in the first quarter and causing a couple of turnovers. And even if they're fouling, make a foul here or there, the turnovers will make up for it.
Not loud enough. Stone's shot. Good. No. Are you coming up? As Stone hits his first free throw, 10-3. Second shot by Stone's no good. Dixon the board. Dixon loses though to Patoto. Patoto lays it in and it's 10-5.
But Patoto made a nice play there as Dixon really wasn't paying attention after the basket. There was another play inside for Penn Hills, and
Beasley is sloppy plays. Ball comes to Britt, but he missed his shot. It is. It's not working. As Wallen Jevitz brings it up the floor for Woodland Hills. Wallen Jevitz to Beasley. Beasley up for 3. Good, and it's 13-5.
Nice three-pointer there by Beasley to give the Wolverines an 8-point lead again. 4:43 left in the first.
Passes to number 13. Or the pass is now to Cotton. Cotton inside. He tried to get the Britt, but Edmonds knocked it away, and Cotton goes diving into the Wolverine coaching staff. Chris Edmonds hits the floor hard. And number 50 for Penn Hills, Doug Cole, will check in, replacing Byron Stone. And we have a timeout here, I believe, called by Penn Hills, as they're down 13-5. You're watching Woodland Hills High School television on your local TCI and Time Warner Cable Networks.
Penn Hills thought it was a good idea to stop and talk it over here, down 8. Try to figure out what they've been doing wrong so far in the game and try to improve on that.
Hey guys, Wallen Jevitz is going to inbound it for Woodland Hills as we're ready to begin action again with 4:33 left in the first quarter. Wolverines up by 8. Fletcher gives it to Mike Wallen Jevitz. Wallen Jevitz guarded by Cotton. Wolverines playing some inspired play here, and they're also getting their shots in. Dixon has it. Rich almost blocked with it. We'll go back out to Wallen Jevitz. Now Wallen Jevitz wanting to penetrate. Sees nothing. We'll go right down the lane. Passes over to Fletcher. Wallen Jevitz looked like he didn't think he'd have an open shot there. Tried to pass it off, and it ended up the Penn Hills players guarded the pass, and Wallen Jevitz had the open shot, but he was not set to take it. Pass inside. Dixon can't hold on to it. Stolen by Doug Cole to the Indians. He will slow it up and give it to Troy Cotton with 4 minutes left. Pass now to Damon Young. He will take a 3. It's no good. Dixon can't get the rebound as Doug Cole tips it in.
That was a nice tip in there by Cole. Cole had some height for this Penn Hills team, and they were getting out-rebounded by Woodland Hills early on, so they put him in, maybe spark up the rebounds.
Shotted by Beasley, no good. Tip twice, no good. As the pass comes up deep to Troy Cotton. Cotton, his layup is in and out, no good. Beasley the rebound. Cotton. Beasley wants to go all the way. Great look to Fletcher. Now to Dixon. Dixon laying. It's 15-7.
Nice move there by Dixon inside. Cotton struggled early on here for Penn Hills. He missed another shot there inside. Wolverines still with an 8-point lead with 3:23 left here in the first quarter.
Cotton brings it up. He wants to penetrate. We'll go to Cole. Cole lays it in 15-8.
Nice press again by Penn Hills.
Fletcher trying to get it over to Beasley, but Cole picks it off, and we'll go over to Patoto. Patoto gives it over to Cotton now. Less than 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Wolverines lead it by 6. Well, Cotton will give it to Damon Young. Young guarded by Beasley. Young will pass over to Doug Cole. Cole wants to go down the lane. Instead, will pass it over to Brick, but he was not expecting to pass, and Woodland Hills will get it. Substitutions for the Indians. Number 20, Jeff Brock, and number 5, Byron Stone come in, checking out Terrace Brick and Damon Young. Also coming in for Woodland Hills, Sean Henderson, who replaces Richard Dixon, and for Penn Hills, Warren Wilson replaces Anthony Patoto.
A throw out of bounds was the first mistake Cole has made since he came in, as Wallen Jevitz brings the ball up for the Wolverines.
Wallen Jevitz guarded by Brock. Edmonds to Henderson. Henderson has played well in the past couple games. Bullet pass inside Beasley's wide open for the layup. 17-9.
No one around Beasley there as he shot into the key and had the easy layup there for the Wolverines.
Brock will pass to Troy Cotton. Cotton will go down on the baseline to Stone. Stone gets it back to Young, who gives it back to Cotton. Cotton inside to Cole. Cole turn around. No good. Henderson able to post up for that rebound. Henderson gives it to Beasley. 2:10 left. Woodland Hills by 8. Wallen Jevitz has it for Woodland Hills. Will pass to Edmonds. Edmonds fakes. Wants to go down the lane, and he is fouled by Cole. It'll be the 13th foul on Penn Hills. The 2:01 left. Matt Barker is going to come in for Woodland Hills, and he replaces Chris Edmonds, who's played well today. And Barker gets his barks from his adoring fan club below us. Wallen Jevitz to inbounded with 2 minutes left.
Edmonds has gone off to a pretty good start for the Wolverines. A couple rebounds inside. I believe he had a shot that was up and good too.
Beasley's up for 3. He's hit one. Second one is no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Warren Wilson. Troy Cotton has it now with 1:52 left. Cotton will come right up. No one guarded him. He takes a 3 and hits it 17-12. The Wolverines lead it by 5. They can't do that too often. Cotton, a dangerous outside shooter.
They left Cotton wide open there. I don't know why they didn't put a man on him, but he hit the 3.
Wallen Jevitz kills the dribble, wants to pass it off, finally gets it to Barker. Barker wants to get some penetration. Instead goes to Beasley, goes to Fletcher, now to Henderson. Great pass by Woodland Hills, shot is no good. Ball still loose, Barker picks it up. Barker turnaround jumper, in and out, no good, and Cole pulls down the rebound, but Wallen Jevitz steals his pass up the court. Wallen Jevitz showing some good hard play today. Beasley in the corner.
That was a nice leap there by Wallen Jevitz as Beasley drives inside.
No good. He gets his rebound. Cole fouled him, but Beasley's shot will count. And a foul. And it's 19-12. Woodland Hills. Beasley going to the line to shoot 1.
Beasley got that with the second effort, was able to draw the foul. Wolverines with the 7-point lead. Beasley can make it 8 if he makes the free throw.
Checking in Char is Britt replacing Doug Cole. And Rocky Kravitz is coming in replacing Mike Wallen Jevitz, who's played well here early in the game. And gets congratulations from his head coach. As Beasley's going to shoot 1 here to make it a 8-point Woodland Hills lead. They lead it by 7 right now, 19-12.
All the Wolverines who've been on the court have seen them play very well so far today. It's been no dim spot for the Wolverine lineup so far in this game.
Beasley's shot is no good. Rebounded by number 25, Warren Wilson. Wilson gives it to Troy Cotton. Delrico Fletcher coming up, and they're going to press as Cotton shakes his head at Fletcher, saying you're not going to get the ball. As pass comes to Jeff Brock. Brock got a pick from Stone, not able to do anything with it, still passing. And he gives it to Stone. Stone will go down the lane, and his shot is no good, but Kravitz is called for the foul with 51.9 seconds left. And that should send Byron Stone to the free throw line for the Indians.
Wolverines seem to stay in a man-to-man defense most of the game so far in the first quarter here. But it's been pretty effective for them.
In fact, the whole season, I don't think the Wolverines have played a different defense than the man-to-man. In fact, we've seen that from a lot of clubs. Wolverines have played a few 2-on-2 teams. Stone's shot is no good. One of the Boulder Days, who they defeated by 24. Another Uniontown used it a couple times. Wolverines won that game, too. Stone missed his first one. His second one is no good, too, as Fletcher pulls down the board with 50 seconds left. Fletcher goes to Barker. Penn Hills in the man-to-man. Most clubs in high school play that.
Seems to be the easier defense to play in, the more effective.
Barker's open. Doesn't take the shot. Just holds on to it. Coach Ingalito tells him to back off. I think he wants the last shot, but there's 30 seconds left in the corner. Barker's just going to stand out there. Fletcher goes over to talk to Coach G, as the ball comes to Sean Beasley. Beasley has it, looking, pressured by Block. He'll go to Fletcher. Now to Barker, who's out for three. He'll take it. No good. Henderson trying to get the rebound. It comes to Fletcher. Del Rico's layup is good. 21-12. Woodland Hills by 9. Stone inbounds to Cotton with 8 seconds left. They're going to try to get a last shot off here. Cotton being guarded by Fletcher. 3 seconds left. Fletcher a little hurt as Cotton put some good moves on him there. Del Rico's ankle hurt. That Del Rico had problems with that during the football season, but we played a quarter. It's a 9-point Woodland Hills lead. Here are the Wolverine cheerleaders.
Yeah, Fletcher seemed to turn an ankle there as he came up.
That's Chad Miller there, the one who's standing up doing a dance. He has a couple dances he does at Woodland Hills games, and one of the more louder fans here at the clock. I'd also like to say something if you're watching games going, boy, the gym looks a little different. New lights have been installed here at the Woodland Hills High School gym, and bring a little brighter appearance to the game. Inbounds pass to Cotton. The second quarter begins. The clock's not started. We have 8 minutes left. The clock has not run off. It's not started running as Patoto has it. He's up for three. Wobble the ball. Will take it and hit it. And it's 21-15.
Clock finally did get started after that shot there, but they're going to reset the clock. See what the referee's clock. From the referee's clock to the game clock, and they'll run it down there. Beasley was the Wolverines' leading scorer in the first quarter with 9 points.
They run it down 10 seconds. It's 21-15. Woodland Hills as Barker gets the inbounds from Kravitz. Kravitz back to Barker. Barker to Kravitz. He wants to get to Beasley. Kravitz will dribble a little bit. Pass to Sean Henderson, but Henderson has the ball taken away by Cotton. But a pushing foul on Byron Stone, number 5, I believe, way in the backcourt for, or down in the front court for Penn Hills. Their 15th foul this quarter with 7:40, or this half, 7:40 left in the second quarter. Beasley is going to inbound. He gives it to Barker. Woodland Hills by 6. A big difference in this Woodland Hills team from the one that went to Central Catholic Friday night and lost by 15. Right now they're up by 6.
I think really all Wolverines teams get pumped up when they play Penn Hills. It's such a big rivalry. No matter what sport that's played here at Woodland Hills, they really get up for the game.
Barker wanted to take a three, doesn't take it, goes out to Kravitz. Kravitz trying to get to Henderson. The pass is intercepted by Stone. Ball now to Cotton. Cotton's layup is too strong, but the rebound is put in by Damon Young, and it's 21-17.
Nice work there by Young to follow up, paying attention that his teammate missed the shot, able to get the nice rebound.
Woodland Hills has called a timeout with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. You're watching Woodland Hills High School Television on your local TCI and Time Warner cable networks. And we're now ready for the Woodland Hills High School Television trivia question of the day. And it is, who is the all-time leading rebounder here in Woodland Hills history? And if you know the answer to the question, call the Woodland Hills Sports Line at 244-8824, 244-8824. Again, today's question, who is the all-time leading rebounder? If you do answer the question right, then I believe it's your name will be the video for the game. Penn Hills cheerleaders doing some stunts. You see the Wolverine cheerleaders. They'll be heading to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in March for the National Cheerleading Finals, I believe it is. And I'd like to congratulate them as they qualified in November at the Robert Morris cheerleading competition. Wallen Jevitz, 2 inbounders. Back to Barker. Barker to Wallen Jevitz. Wallen Jevitz now to Sean Henderson. Henderson being triple teamed over there. He finally gets the ball to Edmonds. Edmonds now to Dixon. Rich's jumper is good. 23-17. Dixon with 6. He's 3 for 3 from the field.
Penn Hills rallied a little bit there to pull within 4, but it was a nice move by Dixon to pull the Wolverines out again by 6. With 41 left in the second.
Say his name again? No, Jamar Gibson of Penn Hills calls in with the correct answer of who is the leading rebounder in Woodland Hills history. It is the great Mike Johnson, who graduated last year. Pass on the baseline to Stone. Stone being turned around. Edmonds strips the ball. He knocks it over to Barker. Barker looks to dribble in. We'll just pull it back out. Barker to Rich Dixon. Dixon turnaround. No foul called. He scores, and it's 25-17. This Wolverines are out into it today. And a blocking foul called on Woodland Hills, their 4th team foul. It's called on Matt Barker.
Dixon's played strong all season. He keeps having another great game here today.
Again, congratulations to Jamar Gibson, Penn Hills, for being the Woodland Hills High School Television viewer of the game for his correct answer on the trivia question. Troy Cotton comes in, penetrates, jumper is no good. Edmonds the board. Woodland Hills by 8. Edmonds over to Dixon, Edmonds to Barker. Now to Henderson in the corner. Hendu will go cross court to Wallenjevich. He's up for 3. It's down. 28-17. Woodland Hills by 11, their largest lead of the day.
Wallenjevich is wide open there for the 3, and he nailed it. Wolverines 11-point lead.
Patoto dribbles all the way and scores. 28-19 Woodland Hills. 5:40 left here.
Patoto answered quickly to quiet this Wolverine crowd with his 2 there, but Wolverines built a 9-point lead.
Barker couldn't hold on to that ball as Young knocked it away, and it will be Penn Hills' ball. Wolverines had problems holding on to passes. That was a problem here in their last home game against Mount Lebanon, when of course they lost, ending an 18-game home court winning streak. Dixon almost took that one away from Cole, but the pass comes to Cotton. He wants to go all the way. His layup will go, and it's 28-21 Woodland Hills.
Wolverines have to be careful not to let Penn Hills get back into this game, as they're within 7 now.
Barker has the ball knocked out of bounds by Cotton. Woodland Hills will still get it. They're going to inbound it right below us. Wallenjevich to inbound it. Sean Bees is going to check back in for Sean Henderson. Wallenjevich gets it back to Barker. Barker double team will go back to Wallenjevich. Penn Hills switched up to a 2-3 zone to try to neutralize Wolverine height advantage. Barker's up for 3. It's short, rebounded by Edmonds. Edmonds back to Barker. He wants to go all the way. His shot is good, and it's 30-21. Barker bumped a couple times. He went down the lane, but able to put the shot in.
It was a really nice move he made in the key there. He went around a couple of Penn Hills players to go up and get his shot to roll in.
Cotton has it for the Indians. Gets a pick from Patoto. Passes to Cole in the corner. Cole guarded by Dixon. The ball comes inside to Damon Young, and he is fouled by Beasley. 15th foul on Woodland Hills. Actually, this game has a considerable less amount of fouls than the last couple Wolverine games have been. Franco Regional, there were a ton. Questionable calls, some, and some missed. As Cotton will inbound it with 4:35 left here in the second quarter. He goes over to Damon Young. Young. Now back to Cotton. Cotton inside on open Cole. He will go to Cherith Britt, and Britt will score 30-23. Wallenjevich goes to Barker. Barker double team the backcourt. He finds Wallenjevich. Wallenjevich now to Barker. Barker to Edmonds. Edmonds to Beasley on the baseline. Sean, reverse layup is no good. Edmonds pulls down the board. He puts it up. No good. And I thought Doug Cole knocked that ball out of bounds, and it should be Woodland Hills ball, but refs think contrary, and the Indians will have it. Inbounding it is Charles Brady. Gets it to Cotton. 4 minutes left here. Well, in this big matchup, we talked about Edmonds and Britt here early. It's been about pretty much even as Edmonds steals that pass, but he wanted to get up to Wallenjevich, but it was knocked back. Wallenjevich back 2-on-1 with Barker. He'll go to Barker. Barker layup is good, 32-23. Wolverines by 9.
The Edmonds-Britt matchup has been something to watch here so far in this game, as Edmonds got the better of it there. He's able to get his pass up to Wallenjevich, gave it to Barker for the hoop.
Cotton between the legs dribble, passes to Damon Young. Young, his fadeaway is good, 32-25, Woodland Hills.
Young made a nice dribbling move there before he put the basket in there.
Dixon to Barker. Barker now to Chris Edmonds. Edmonds keels the dribble and goes back to Barker. 3:12 left as Barker calls out instructions to his team. Wallingevitz is open for three. It's down, 35-25.
Wallingevitz, the second three-pointer of the game. 10-point lead for the Wolverines.
Now Wallingevitz guarding Cotton as Cotton has the ball. He goes to Petoto. Petoto loads it out of bounds, and the Wolverines will get it. This Wolverine team, there's fire in their eyes right now. Something I thought they were missing Friday night. Sargo's going to check in for Barker.
Home crowd gets everything back into. You know, you see the crowd cheering when you're getting into the gym here, and it really gets you pumped up.
Sargo and Wallingevitz now in the backcourt. Sargo makes his first appearance. Sargo dribbles down. We'll go back to Wallingevitz, who's open. Doesn't take it. Goes back to Sargo. Now to Wallingevitz. As Sargo penetrates down the lane, and his shot is no good. And Stone loses the rebound to Edmonds. Chris has played well today. Chris always played with emotion. The last couple games, he hasn't been putting the points. He hasn't been scoring too much, but he appears to be doing well today. The pass comes into Dixon. He hasn't shot well the last couple games, but Rich hits a turnaround, 37-25.
Nice move inside by Dixon for the turnaround in the key. Wolverines with a 12-point lead, 37-25. 2:05 left in the second quarter as the foul underneath.
Fouls on Dan Sargo. He'll be a 6 on Woodland Hills as he fouls Cotton. Again, Dixon in his game against Central Catholic went 3 for 9 from the field, and against Valley went 0 for 9, but Rich is scorching today. As he has hit all 5 of his shots here. He's 5 for 5 as Rich is. Fletcher's going to check it for him. Cotton inbounds to Britt. Britt back to number 32 who just checked in. That is Conrad Smith. The 3 hit by Troy Cotton. 37-28. Wolverines by 9. Sargo loses the ball. Still grabbing for it. Still knocks it forward. But Smith able to pick it up. And he passes to Cotton.
Cotton really started off slowly in the first quarter for Penn Hills, but he started on making his last 2 or 3 hoops here for Penn Hills.
Sargo a diving attempt for that one. Edmonds got a piece of Cole's shot, and that was just enough for Cole to miss. It is. Fletcher up to Wallingevitz. Wallingevitz will wait for the rest of his club to come up. Now passes inside to Fletcher. Delrico to Beasley, who's open. Beasley takes the 3. No good. Fletcher can't get the board as Britt pulls it down. Minute 22 left in the second quarter. The Wolverines lead at 37-28.
Wolverines have been looking for the 3 every time they come down to the court. You can see they try to put it inside and try to find the open man outside.
They've hit 4 in the first half as Cotton takes one. No good. He's shot quite a few today. I believe he's hit 2 as Sargo wants to take it all the way. Great fake on Cotton, but Edmonds came in to tip it in, but it's an offensive goaltend. The ball was still on the rim. No shot. And Penn Hills will get the ball. As the ball was still on the rim, Edmonds touched it as it was still up there. I thought maybe Chris was going to get away with that one. I thought maybe the ball was coming off. But unable to. Penn Hills to get it. Minute left here. First quarter. Woodland Hills by 9. Cotton brings it up. Passes to Charles Britt. Britt now guarded by Fletcher. Pass comes now to number 25, Warren Wilson. Edmonds takes it away. Sargo coming up the floor has the ball knocked out of bounds by Cotton. Woodland Hills will still have it with 44.1 left.
That call, if the ball is in the cylinder, is really a judgment call by the referee because they have to decide if the ball was on its way out or if it was on its way in, and that's the real judgment call that referee has to make in that kind of situation.
We had a good look at it up here. It appears though maybe it was going out or going in, don't know. Sargo gets to Edmonds though. Chris tried to get it over to Fletcher, but Wilson knocks it out, but he throws it right back into Edmonds. Edmonds takes it all the way. His shot is good, 39-28. Woodland Hills by 11.
Wilson gave Edmonds a Christmas gift there as he gave it right to him, and Edmonds was able to get the easy basket.
Cotton bring it up. He's firing it back on Sargo. Cotton, one of the best ball handlers. Maybe it probably is the best ball handler in Section 4. As the ball comes to Warren Wilson, he takes 3 and hits it with 7 seconds left. It's 39-31. Wallingevitz is fouled by number 13, Jamin Young. That is the 16th foul on Penn Hills. Wolverines will inbound it now with 3.9 seconds left. Barker's going to check in for Woodland Hills to replace Chris Edmonds.
This is exactly the kind of first half the Wolverines wanted to have, with an 8-point lead going into halftime with 3.9 seconds left here. That's great for the Wolverines.
Fletcher to inbound it. And he gets it into Wollongevitz. 2 seconds left. Wollongevitz comes right down the lane. Shot is no good at the buzzer. He almost hit it, though.
Nice double pump there to try to make the shot. Just didn't fall, though.
Well, the Wolverines played one of their best halves of basketball here in the first half. They head into the locker room at halftime, leading by 8. You're watching Woodland Hills High School Television on your local TCI and Time Warner cable networks. Halftime stats, first for Penn Hills.
All right, Stone had a point. Damon Young had 4. Soto had 7. Cotton had 8. Wilson had 3. Cole had 4. And Britt had 4. For Wolverines.
Cotton leading Penn Hills, and for Woodland Hills, Fletcher with 4, Barker with 4, Beasley with 9, Edmonds with 2, and Rich Dixon and Mike Wollongevitz have 10 points each here at halftime. Wolverines lead by 8. Again, one of their best efforts here came in the first half. They lead the second place Indians by 8 as we head into halftime. Stay tuned for the second half. Coming up in 9 minutes. Okay, this is Matt Bush. Take you out of the field. This is Matt Bush. Again, as Woodland Hills is ready to begin the second half, up by 8. Bunch of Wolverine fans down below us. Carl Perbola leading everybody. Also down there, a lot of people, just tons and tons of students come to these games. They all are loud in their chants for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, it's great to see all of them come out here and support the team here, a lot of their parents and faculty staying for the game as well.
Well, the all-important second half is about to start between the Wolverines and the Indians. Woodland Hills leads it by 8 right now.
This third quarter is going to be big to see how Penn Hills can come out and try to cut the Wolverine lead. Wolverines with an 8-point lead, 39-31. It's interesting to see how both teams respond here after the halftime break.
But if the football games are any determining factor, this one's going to go down to the wire. We're getting ready to start here the second quarter, or second half. Wallenjevitz is going to inbound it. And he goes back to Fletcher. Dorico gives it to Wallenjevitz. Wallenjevitz brings it up the floor. Wallenjevitz goes to Chris Edmonds. Edmonds trying to get into Fletcher. The ball still tipped up in the air. Wallenjevitz has it. Shot on his back is good. Big tap that one and a foul.
That's exactly what the Wolverines need, to get a nice shot and get the shot and some harm there. Wolverines have a 10-point lead and can make it 11 here as Wallenjevitz at the free throw line.
Wolverines had their lead up to as many as 12 in the first half. It's a 10 again. On the floor to begin the second half for Woodland Hills, Beasley, Wallenjevitz, Fletcher, Edmonds, and Dixon.
Both teams are on streaks in the first half as Wallenjevitz makes his free throw.
Woodland Hills by 11 as Cotton has 7:45 left, third quarter. Just a little bit into this game as Penn Hills has the ball. Damon Young will go to Charles Britt. Britt wants to go down the baseline on Edmonds. He will pass it over to Patoto. Patoto now to Stone. Back to Britt. Britt from the baseline. His shot is good. 42-33. Sean Beasley brings it up for Woodland Hills. Wolverines by 9. And he gives it over to Wallenjevitz. Wallenjevitz now to Chris Edmonds. Edmonds kills the dribble. Wants to pass it off. Gets it to Wallenjevitz. Wallenjevitz back to Beasley. Beasley, who had 9 points all in the first half. They all came in the first quarter. As he passes over to Fletcher. Del Rico now goes down the baseline, gets it into Edmonds. Edmonds will lay it in as he caught that deflected pass, and the Wolverines extend the lead back to 11.
Wolverines were able to kill some clock there and able to make baskets. That's what they want to do throughout this whole second half with the lead.
Damon Young, lefty dribble. Beasley got a piece of that one. That's not back right to Troy Cotton. Cotton bullet pass inside to Britt on the baseline. Britt's shot is no good. Dixon pulls down the big rebound. He passes over to Fletcher. Wolverines have their initial starting 5 out there. Beasley comes down, pull up, banks it no good. Fletcher comes in the tip, falls, and the Wolverines lead by 13, their largest lead of the afternoon.
Dixon was 5 for 5 in the first half and picked up a big Wolverine rebound there inside to set up that shot and basket.
Britt has it out deep, and he will go over to Patoto. Patoto to Cotton. Cotton takes a 3. It's good, and he was fouled by Del Rico Fletcher. So Cotton can make it a 4-point play as it's 46-36 Woodland Hills. Cotton hits his free throw here. Another 3-pointer by Cotton. I believe that's his third of the afternoon.
Del Rico tried to add some press there, but got a little bit too close to Cotton, knocked Cotton down, and Cotton made a nice play to be able to convert that 3-pointer, trying to make it a 4-point play with this free throw.
Troy Cotton, number 22, the Indians, probably the best ball handler in Section 4. And his free throw is no good. Edmonds gets the board away from Britt. And Fletcher will go behind the back to Wallenjevitz with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Wallenjevitz to Beasley. Beasley over to Fletcher. Del Rico comes over. Bank shot is good. Wolverines on fire from the field right now. It's 48-36 Woodland Hills. As Patoto has it for the Indians. Patoto guarded by Wallenjevitz. And one of the players from Penn Hills will be checking in at the next buzzer. I can't see who it is. As the pass comes inside to Stone. Stone's pass knocked away by Dixon. Stone still looking to get rid of it. Dixon, now he gets it underneath to Young. Young, shot no good. Tip to Fletcher. 5:31 left in the third quarter. Fletcher tried to go deep to Cotton, but Cotton took away the ball, and Wallenjevitz able to steal it right back from him, though. Wallenjevitz walks the tightrope, is able to hold on to the ball. Edmonds down the lane, fouled by Byron Stone. Second team foul on Penn Hills this half.
Apparently that twisted ankle Del Rico had in the first half isn't slowing him down one bit as he's back out on the floor making some nice plays for the Wolverines.
Turned an ankle at the end of the first quarter. Didn't play too much in the second quarter, as I'm sure he was resting it. But he appears as though Del Rico's fine right now. A couple substitutions for the Indians. Cole and Jeff Brock are in for the Indians. Wallenjevitz is going to inbound it. Wallenjevitz deep to Beasley. And Beasley will pull it back out. Beasley's been one of the most consistent players on this Woodland Hills team. And has stepped up his play in about the past 5-6 games, played well at the Butler tournament. And he did make the all-tournament team up at Butler. He scored 14 and 16 points in each game respectively. As Fletcher has it for Woodland Hills. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a fast game today.
Wolverines trying to kill some clock with a 12-point lead.
Played a slow-down game, which they were prone to last year under then coach Matt Lujanik. Coach Ingalito had a different style. As Beasley comes down the lane, his shot is no good. Fletcher to tip, no. Dixon tips it in. And it's 50 to 36. Woodland Hills by 14. This is their biggest lead of the afternoon. As Cotton's going to penetrate all the way. One-handed layup. No good. Edmonds got the rebound, but his foot was on the baseline. And Penn Hills going to inbound it. Cotton do inbound it for the Wolverines.
Dixon is 6 for 6 now in the game with that hoop down the other side there.
Cotton to inbound it. Gets it into Brock, but Dixon takes the ball away from him. Rich playing well today. Whole Wolverine team much better than they were Friday night. As Beasley has it deep, and we'll pull it back out. Now to Wallenjevitz. Wallenjevitz over to Fletcher. Del Rico fakes the three. Now we'll take one, and it's no good. Edmonds pulls down the board, though. Goes up and has the ball knocked out of bounds by Pitoto. And Penn Hills is going to inbound, or Woodland Hills will inbound, sorry. 4:11 left in the third quarter. Woodland Hills 50, Penn Hills 36.
Dixon was 3 for 9 in their last game at Central, and he's really a huge turnaround for him in this game here today.
Wallenjevitz going to inbound another Penn Hills hoop. Wallenjevitz to Fletcher. Del Rico's shot is good, 52-36. Woodland Hills by 16.
Boy, Matt, this crowd's really into after Del Rico's basket. The crowd erupted again. It's a 16-point lead over Penn Hills. They should.
Cheris Britt takes the three-pointer. It's no good. And the ball comes up to Wallenjevitz. Wallenjevitz around Cotton. Now he goes to baseline to Beasley. Beasley's shot is good. Wolverines by 18. They're shooting everything today and hitting everything. They're insane from the field. Cotton comes up and calls timeout.
Turning into a rout here. 18-point lead for the Wolverines. Wow, I would never expected this at the beginning of the game.
Here are the Wolverine cheerleaders on Woodland Hills High School television. 3:40 left in the third quarter. The Wolverines are again their biggest lead of the afternoon. 18, and coaching the lead on not using too many substitutions this afternoon, sticking with the guys that are working. Dixon, Edmonds, Fletcher, Wallenjevitz, and Beasley, and none of them, again, in that much foul trouble.
Nice
Fletcher
play
steals
there.
that one from Cotton. Del Rico to the hole. Layup is good, and the Wolverines lead it by 20. And Cotton's going to bring it up for Penn Hills. You know, I never would have expected this.
This is amazing that the Wolverines, now they're pressing.
Almost another turnover. That ball's still loose on the floor. It's picked up by Damon Young. Young to the hole, and his reverse layup underneath Edmonds is good. It's an 18-point game. Wallenjevitz brings it up. Wolverines still up by 18. They can't let up. Cotton takes that one away from Wallenjevitz. One of his first mistakes. Cotton's shot is no good, but Edmonds able to get the rebound. That turnover didn't hurt the Wolverines too much. One of Wallenjevitz's only blemishes in what has been a good day for him. Wolverines to Dixon. Rich up and foul.
Wolverines got to be careful, though. With the big lead, they don't fall asleep and let Penn Hills back into the game, but they're pretty safe right now, up 18.
Dixon's going to head to the free throw line. Foul was on Doug Cole of Penn Hills. Here's Coach Gary Ingalito in the gray jacket. Next to him, Jonathan Tyler, Dave Martin, and Larry Huey. And above Coach Huey is Dan Dudek, rounding out the Woodland Hills coaching staff. Dixon's free throw is good. It's a 19-point Woodland Hills lead. And Dixon's second free throw, that's no good, but Edmonds can't pull down the board, but Beasley able to get it. Beasley deep. Wallen-Jevitz for three, down. 60-38.
Like the Wolverines can't miss. Everything that goes up just falls, Matt.
They're in the so-called zone. Don't like to use that term. That shot is good, and it's 60-40. Wallen-Jevitz brings it up the floor for the Wolverines. He passes over to Beasley. To Edmonds, now to Fletcher. Del Rico goes baseline. Good look to Dixon. Back out to Wallen-Jevitz. Beasley with it now. Beasley to Fletcher, and Wallen-Jevitz is called a timeout. Well, with 2:16 left, Woodland Hills leads by 20. You're watching Woodland Hills High School television on your local TCI and Time Warner Cable Network. If you feel so inclined to get up at 4 in the morning tomorrow, the Space Shuttle, I don't know actually which one that is. I believe it's Discovery or Columbia. It's the only two I believe they have. That's going to be lifting off at 4 a.m. tomorrow, and you can catch the shuttle launch right here on Woodland Hills High School television, so don't miss that as NASA goes up into space. Your government, or your taxes at work with the space program. That again is at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. We come back from beautiful sunny Cape Canaveral to cold Pittsburgh at Woodland Hills High School, where with 2:16 left, Woodland Hills leads Penn Hills 60-40.
Of course, this game was originally scheduled for yesterday, because it was postponed though because of the snow that's in the girls' game, which we will have here, which follows this game here.
Wolverines send out Fletcher, Beasley, Edmonds, Barker, and Stanley. Stanley to inbound it with 2:16 left. Stanley back deep to Barker. Barker inside to Del Rico Fletcher. Del Rico to Sean Beasley, and Beasley goes down the baseline, and he loses it out of bounds. We have a second half trivia question. Who is the all-time leader for points in a season? Who has scored the most points for Woodland Hills in a season? If you know the answer, call the sports line 244-8824 if you know that answer. So the ball comes to number 20, Jeff Brock. His shot is no good. It's rebounded by Damon Young, but Edmonds a big-time block by Chris Paul for the foul. And a little chatter between Young and Edmonds.
Young wasn't very happy about getting rejected there by Edmonds. It went right up in his face. But they both walked away and nothing occurred, but the crowd's really into it again.
And Henderson's going to replace Edmonds.
And Coach G didn't really want any conflict there between the two players. Wolverines with a 20-point lead. There's no reason for a conflict to occur with having this big of a lead, so he just decided to take Edmonds out of the game.
Shot by Damon Young is no good as he's getting some chance for the Wolverines students. Woodland Hills leads it by 20. Brian Venturella of Braddock Hills correctly answers the trivia question. That's Mike Keys, who has the most points in the season for Woodland Hills. Ball comes up to Jeff Stanley. Stanley to Ed Henderson, who lost the ball. Ball comes to Troy Cotton now. Cotton, layup, no good. Beasley got a piece of it, I think. Fletcher now gets it up to Henderson. Henderson underneath to Stanley. His layup, he left it too short. Henderson, Beasley's able to get the rebound and put it in. 62-41.
Nice teamwork again there by the Wolverines to get the basket. And they're saying Penn Hills stepped on the line. It's going back to Woodland Hills, but Timeout's going to be called by Penn Hills.
Jeff Brock lost
there's no
control.
timeout there.
Jeff Brock lost control of the ball, but Toto replaces Troy Cotton. Jim Rocco, the new coach for Penn Hills, understandably not happy with his team's performance today as they're down by 21. Fletcher inside to Henderson. Henderson shot, no good. Then he'll head to the free throw line. Again, Brian Venturella of Braddock Hills correctly answered the second half trivia question.
He's had an amazing 1,200.
That was his career.
607 points in one season.
His senior year, he had 607 points. Again, that's the answer for the most in a season for Woodland Hills. Henderson at the free throw line. Chance for Rob Malvig from the students below us. With a minute 17 left in the game, Henderson's free throw is good. Woodland Hills by 22. If you just turned in and you don't think I'm sorry and you think you're not hearing what, not believe what I'm saying, it's the truth. Wolverines lead by 22 as Henderson missed the second free throw, but Henderson got the board. He got his own rebound. He wants to penetrate, has that ball knocked away, gets it out to Barker. Barker, ball fake, he's called for a walk. Something Barker's done a little too much of this year. But the Wolverines lead by 22, nonetheless, 63-41.
The Wolverines really have came out. I said at the beginning of this, at halftime, it would be interesting to see which team came out and played well, and it definitely has been Wolverines.
Shot is no good by Cole. His rebound is good, though, 63-43. And Matt Barker will bring it up. Barker goes over to Jeff Stanley. Stanley to Barker. Less than a minute left here in the quarter. Stanley's up for three. He takes it. No good. Dorico Fletcher's rebound is good, 65-43. Phantom Gusky, my regular broadcast partner, a little under the weather today, couldn't be here. Called in, said we're doing a good job, and let's go Wolverines. They lead it by 22 as Brock missed that layup, but Young was there to clean it up, and he scored 65-45.
It's one of the loudest I've ever seen this crowd here. They're really into this game.
Stanley back to Fletcher as Young went for the steal, not able to get it. And then Jeff Brock slides on the floor here at Woodland Hills. Beasley up for three. His shot is blocked by Doug Cole. Henderson able to pull down the loose board, trying to get to Stanley, but he threw it too strong. Penn Hills fans calling in right now, trying to find excuses for their team, which is down by 20. There haven't been too many fouls called today. Only 4 on Penn Hills this half. 2 on Woodland Hills. A very foul-free game as Brock passes over to 25 Warren Wilson. Wilson down the lane. Dixon got a piece of it, but Fletcher is called for the foul with 5.1 seconds left in the quarter. 13 foul on the Wolverines this half. Scored 65-45 Woodland Hills.
It's not very sportsmanlike of Penn Hills fans to say that. Penn Hills has beaten Wolverines enough times, and we've accepted it. So since we're up by a lot here, I think the Penn Hills fans should just accept it too.
Well, this game is not over with. We still have a lot of basketball yet to be played. Wolverines can't let up as they lead by 20. Wilson's shot is good, 65-46. Woodland Hills by 19.
Yeah, certainly not. They have to keep on playing very strongly to have the whole game, but a 19-point lead is a pretty good one. Rather be up 19 than down 19.
Especially this position in the game, as the second shot is good by Wilson. It's 18 points, 65-47, 5.1 left. Woodland Hills trying to get a shot up here. Stanley has it. Stanley to Henderson. Henderson will throw it over to Dixon. Dixon at the buzzer, no good. And we have played 3 quarters at Woodland Hills High School. It's 65-47. You're watching Woodland Hills High School television on your local TCI and Time Warner cable networks. Again, if you hadn't realized, and I touched on this earlier, new lights put in here at the Claw. And very nice new brightness to this gym. And they look very nice, I think. Penn Hills cheerleaders out performing right now. On Friday night, Woodland Hills will travel to Fox Chapel to play the other team who's tied for Penn Hills. Penn Hills tied with here for second place. Woodland Hills taking on Fox Chapel Friday night. That's an away game Relive on Woodland Hills High School Cable Radio. The replay that night at 11. And the football team made a little. We'll be playing some new teams next year as they're heading up to the Quad North Conference. Out of the Quad East is Franklin Regional. Feels they're ready to come back up to Quad A football. Wolverines said we'll move to the Quad North, but don't worry, they still will play Penn Hills in one of their 3 non-section games. I believe it'll be the second game of the year. Also trying to schedule Central Catholic from what I heard, but now the Wolverines in their section be playing teams such as North Allegheny,
why they'd make that move, though, because there are other teams to the east. Why they would pick Woodland Hills out of all the teams to make the move?
There are reasons. As Potato inbounds it back deep to Jeff Brock. Brock will go to number 40. His name is not on here. Down the lane goes Warren Wilson, and a foul on Dixon. And fourth on Woodland Hills with 7:48 left. Inbounding it is number 20. Brock, and he goes to Wilson, out of Toto, back to Jeff Brock. Brock takes a three, and it's good. 65-50. It's only a 15-point game right now as we head into the fourth quarter. 7:37 left in the game. Wolverines don't want to blow this big lead. Barker between the legs dribble, brings it up deep. Will stop, kill the dribble, goes to Stanley. Stanley just pulls it back out. Goes to Matt Barker. Barker wants to penetrate, goes right down the lane. Fadeaway shot is good, 67-50. Great dribbling by Barker.
Barker responded well to that three by Penn Hills and not letting them get any momentum here in the fourth quarter.
Wolverines want to trade baskets right now. That'll be good enough for them. Number 40, we don't have his name, comes down. Blocking foul on Rich Dixon.
I believe that's Chaz Pritt for Penn Hills. Not sure.
He's Charis Britt is number 44.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
On the Penn Hills club, on our roster. If he's up to 340, doesn't take it. We'll just come down the lane. His shot is good. And it's 67-52. Edmonds moves that ball in the backcourt. It's picked up by Potato. Potato to Brock, and Henderson knocks that ball away. Edmonds trying to save it off Potato, unable to as the ball goes back deep to Cole. He goes to Warren Wilson. Wallenjevich checking into the next stop for Woodland Hills. Pass over to Brock. He's up for three, and he hits it. Penn Hills to within 12 right now. 67-55. Wolverines can't let up.
Wolverines have to be a little bit more ball conscious here, as Penn Hills is really applying the press to them right now.
Barker will go all the way and score. 69-55. Back up to 14 points. Wolverines got to take care of the ball in the backcourt. Behind a back dribble by Brock. He passes to 25. Then there's Warren Wilson. He takes the three. Penn Hills the lights out from three-point range right now. Three here they've hit in the final quarter. It's 69-58 Woodland Hills. Penn Hills within 11 as Edmonds has it for the Wolverines, and he will pass it back out to Barker. Cotton and Wallenjevich check in for both clubs in the next break.
I guess their coach Jim Rocca told them some good there as Edmonds drives inside, but he was fouled.
Doug Cole picking up the foul. Fifth on Penn Hills this half. And Sean Beasley also going to check back in for the Wolverines. And I believe Chris Edmonds will be heading to the free throw line. Del Rico Fletcher also to come back in. Henderson, Stanley, and Dixon out for the Wolverines. Jeff Brock comes out for the Indians, replaced by Troy Cotton. Wolverines lead, which is up to as much as 22 in the third quarter, now down to 11, 69-58.
Penn Hills has cut their lead in half, and interesting to see how if they can get it any closer. Hopefully the Wolverines can pull this one out.
Edmonds at the free throw line. Wolverines kind of hit their free throws here. They want to salt away this victory.
What it comes down to in so many games, free throws. We'll see what Edmonds can do here.
Edmonds' shot is no good. And Chris is going to shoot another one here at the charity strike.
Wolverines got to be careful because that's what Penn Hills is going to be doing for the rest of the game, fouling and making Woodland Hills make those free throws. So let's see what Edmonds can do on his second free throw attempt.
Chris this time drains it at 70-58. Woodland Hills back. Testing, there we go. We have it fixed now. Beasley coming up for Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills lead down to just 10. We go to Matt Barker. This Penn Hills team trying to really get it going here in the fourth quarter. Fletcher fake. Del Rico's pull-up jumper is no good. He gets his own rebound, though. One thing Wolverines have done well today, rebound, foul on Penn Hills. Now the Wolverines going to have to go to the free throw line, hit their free throws, play some defense, see if they can get out of this one. 16 foul on Penn Hills. One more, and the Wolverines enter the free throw shot shooting bonus. Byron Stone checking in for the Indians, replacing Doug Cole. Wolverine cheerleaders again on their way to Myrtle Beach in March, I believe. Dorico Fletcher's free throw. First one is short.
Gotta make those, Matt. Hey, Edmonds went 1 for 2 before. Let's see if Delrico can make the second one here.
Fletcher's second free throw is good. It's an 11-point game. Wolverines also got to play some defense. They're letting this Penn Hills club get back into it on offense. As 40 for the Indians. Doing a little between the legs dribbling, pass over to Stone. Stone almost got the ball knocked away as it comes back out to Cotton. Cotton comes up. His shot, no good, but Delrico's called for a foul.
Delrico went to the floor hard there, but he was charged with a foul. After this boys game, we will have the girls game with Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills immediately following here, live from the Claw.
Man, that's another big game in girls basketball in Section 4.
Yeah, the girls, Penn Hills' girls team comes in ranked 23 by the USA Today poll. So we'll have to see how the Wolverines will respond. The Wolverine girls were on a 7 or 8 game winning streak before they lost to Oakland Catholic last Thursday.
Cotton's free throw is good, 71-61. Kind of strange, Penn Hills ranked high in the nation, but in the WPIAL, according to the Post-Gazette, Woodland Hills is 3, Penn Hills is 4.
Yeah, I noticed that too. They're two different polls by two different kind of sports writers, so you never know.
Cotton hits them both at 71-62. Sort of similar to last year when the Woodland Hills basketball team was ranked number 1 the boys team was ranked number 1 in the state at the beginning of the season, but only number 2 in the WPIAL by the Post-Gazette. They had Ringgold ranked number 1, and Ringgold went on to win the state title. Fletcher has it deep. It's a 9-point game with 5 minutes left here. Wolverines up 71-62. Barker on the pass, and he will go to Delrico Fletcher. Brings Blackstock there a little bit. They had that lead by up to as much as 20 as Longevitz will shoot it. No good. Fletcher pulls down the board. He goes back out to Barker. Barker's up for 3. He takes it. It's no good. And the shot is rebounded by Warren Wilson. 4:41 left. Woodland Hills holding a precarious 9-point lead. As Cotton will pass to number 40. He's coming for Penn Hills. Don't know his name, but he shot pretty well. His turnaround is too strong. He gets his own rebound. The Wolverines, no one went for the board. That shot is in and out, no good, and Edmonds gets the rebound for the Wolverines.
That was a big rebound there by Edmonds, because if Penn Hills would have made that shot, they would have cut it to 7. It really would have put them back into the game and had their crowd psyched up there.
Barker penetrates in, and blocking foul called on number 40. 17th foul on Penn Hills. Wolverines enter the 1-and-1 free throw shot. Shooting bonus now with 4:13 left in the game. Wolverines be shooting free throws after every foul right now as Longevitz and Cotton talking. Point guards from each club. And Barker to shoot the 1-and-1. Barker, pretty good free throw shooter, and right now Wolverines need that good free throw shooting right now. They want to get this win. Barker hits his first one, 72-62. We have who number 40 is. It's Jake Sapina of the Penn Hills Indians. And Barker's second free throw is no good. Wilson the board. And he gets it up to number 40, Sapina. Sapina has the ball taken away by Edmonds, but Chris lost it out of bounds. Good try by Chris, though. And Penn Hills is going to have the basketball with 4:06 left in the game. And it's 72-62. Woodland Hills. Cotton to throw it in. Cotton to Sapina. Now to Cotton. He will take a 3. No good. Stone the board. Stone's shot is up and good. Penn Hills to within 8. Closest they've been in a long time. It's 72-64. Wolverines in danger of squandering their big lead. 3:53 left in the game. Wolverines going to try to run out this clock. Longevitz to Fletcher.
Penn Hills is trying to foul while the Wolverines are trying to kill the clock.
Barker's open. He goes to Beasley. Look for the Wolverines to pass it a lot here. Not to take any unwanted shots. Longevitz up for 3. It's a big one, and he drains it. 75-64. That was a big shot.
Yeah, huge spree there by Longevitz.
Beasley the steal, and he's going to try. He just ducks it. 77-64. Beasley the slam. It's a 13-point game. Cotton calls timeout, and that one could put that could be the last nail in the coffin for the Indians today. Sean Beasley is done. Here are the Wolverine cheerleaders. 3:20 left in the game. It's 13-point Woodland Hills advantage.
This crowd has erupted after his slam. That was great.
if you don't think this place is rocking and rolling now, I don't know. What's your problem? The Wolverines lead it by 13 as Sean Beasley dunked it off that steal. Sean was looking for the dunk on that one, and he took it to the hole.
Game's getting a lot of media coverage around Pittsburgh. See cameras from a lot of local TV stations also being broadcast on Prime Sports Radio here at WIXC. There are the booths to the right of us.
First game they've been to this year, and it was a good game for them to show up to. As it's a 13-point game, and Sean Beasley getting a little ovation from the Wolverine fans. Wolverines not going to let up. They're going to have their starters, except their original starters, except for Barker in the game. 3:20 left. Woodland Hills again up by 13. Stay tuned for the girls' game afterwards. Warren Wilson's going to inbound it. And Wilson gets back to Troy Cotton. Cotton to Sapina. Penn Hill's going to try to slow this tempo down here a little bit. You think maybe with not too much time if they got to get points on the board fast. Sapina fouled by Barker, but Evans the big time block. And you will see plenty of whammy waivers in the crowd this afternoon. Plenty were sold out of the Woodland Hills Athletic Office, the white towels. And Sapina's going to go to the free throw line. Dixon is racing Edmonds. No. Dixon coming back, talking to Coach G. 3:09 left in the game. Woodland Hills by 13. Penn Hills fans now calling in. Looks like they're conceding a victory maybe here. Yeah, the game's still by 13 with 3:09 left.
Crowd, even though there was a foul called on Woodland Hills on that previous shot, the crowd still really got into it.
Shot is made by Sapina, 77-65. Sapina's second one is good, 77-66. Woodland Hills by 11. Sean Beasley pulls it up. Yeah, it was a first slam for Woodland Hills in a long, long time. I believe Delrico Fletcher had the last one. That was way back against Uniontown in December. Excuse my voice there. Beasley, great baseline dribbling, and he scores 79-66. He left somebody on the baseline for Penn Hills just standing there.
They tried to get the fast break down court to try to pass the ball, but Wallen Jevitz was right there for the steal for Wolverines.
Dixon shot, no good. Beasley in there. He's been incredible this afternoon, but he lost that one. There's a mistake, but Penn Hill's making some careless mistakes with the ball right now. 2.5 left. Cotton fouls. Wallen Jevitz. Mike will shoot 1 and 1.
Penn Hills really doesn't seem like they're in the game right now. They've really lost it.
Rob Mao getting some chance from the students right now. Checking in is number 20, Jeff Brock. He will replace Damon Young. 2:33 left in the game. The 13-point Woodland Hills advantage. Darnell Barksdale checked in for Woodland Hills. They replaced Rich Dixon.
Oh, yeah, we
Wallen Jevitz's free throw is no good off the first one, but Barksdale in there scrapping for the board. Wallen Jevitz now to Barker. And Matt just pulls it out to Wallen Jevitz. 2:20 left. Mills by 13. The Indians were coming back there. They were then Barksdale on the baseline, trying to get it back out. The pass hit Warren Wilson. Woodland Hills will continue to have the ball. Number 21 checking in. We don't have his name either from Penn Hills. Byron Stone goes out for the Indians. Barker has 2:13 left. Woodland Hills by 13. Beasley's up for 3. Doesn't take it. Just goes to Barker. Wolverines maybe running a 4-corner offense right now to kill some clock. And Barker triple team the backcourt as the ball taken away by Cotton. And Cotton will lay it up. It's an 11-point game. Game far from over, even though the Wolverines lead it by 11 with only 1:55 left in the game. Wallen Jevitz has it. Wolverines going to wind clock.
There's not really Barker could do with that previous play. 3 Penn Hills players just surrounded him. He decided to sacrifice that one.
Fletcher turnaround is good, 81-68. First time the Wolverines have scored 80 points this season. 81-68 to score. Woodland Hills by 13. And Fletcher called for a block as Delrico skids across the floor. 1:34 left. That stops the clock. 17 foul on Woodland Hills. Send the Wolverines into the Penn Hills into the one shot free throw shooting bonus. Dom Iannotti checking in for Jake Sapina. That's for Penn Hills. 1:34 left. Cotton going to shoot free throws. Larry Huey's going to check in for Woodland Hills. Huey replaces Delrica Fletcher in the lineup for Woodland Hills. Delrica's played a good ball game today.
1:34 left in the game. Wolverines 81-68 lead over Penn Hills.
Delrica Fletcher had 4 fouls came out of the game. Not too much of a difference right now with a minute and a half left in the game. Beasley got the rebound. He was fouled. And he's going to go to the line. Warren Wilson committing the foul.
Seeing some new players in for Penn Hills haven't gotten any action, including Darmai and Naughty. Just checked in before that free throw.
Wolverines shoot free throws. Sean Beasley's going to shoot him. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 as that was only the 19th foul on Woodland Hills, or Penn Hills, sorry. And Beasley's going to shoot 2. Or sorry, he'll shoot on 1-and-1. He'll get a second one though as he hits his first one, 82-68.
I think you can now say with the minute 31, this game's pretty much over with the Wolverines with a 14-point lead.
And Beasley's second one is good, 83-68.
But stay tuned for the girls' game afterwards, though, as the Wolverines will take on, Lady Wolverines take on the Lady Indians.
Number 20, Jeff Brock, cans a 3. Actually, we're far from over. It's a 12-point game. Timeout by Penn Hills. Minute 24 left. It's a 12-point game. Woodland Hills up 83-71. You're watching Woodland Hills High School Television on your local TCI Time Warner Cable Network. Again, tomorrow at 4 a.m., I believe it's the Space Shuttle Columbia. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 10, Kevin Bonner's going to come in for Penn Hills. But again, at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning on Woodland Hills High School Television, catch the Space Shuttle launch. Only here on Woodland Hills High School Television. You won't be able to see it anywhere else. Or set your VCRs for 4 o'clock to catch the launch if you don't want to get up that early.
It's actually a live shot from Cape Canaveral, Florida right now.
Sure, it's nice and sunny down there, warm. 70 degrees down there. I'm sure it's real nice down in Florida. But you got to fast forward all the way up to the north here at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where everyone's getting ready for Sunday. Right now, the Wolverines here on Wednesday lead Penn Hills 83-71. Beasley to inbound it. Penn Hills getting some fresh players in there with a few fouls. See, we got that inbound pass from Beasley. Wolverines trying to play a little full floor corner. That ball was kicked. Beasley having problems holding on to it. Beasley able to get it, and
he called a timeout there. That's a smart play.
I don't know if the timeout was called or the foul.
They called a timeout.
Just before the foul. That stops the clock with 1:14 left. There's only 10 seconds came off on that. Actually, he was going to get called for 10 seconds if he hadn't gotten the ball across. And the Wolverines will have it again with a minute 14 left in the game.
Smart thinking on his part there to call it timeout rather than get the 10-second call against them. Turn the ball over.
Wolverines lead it by 12, 83 points. Again, the most points this season for Woodland Hills. First time they scored 80 in over 2 years. All right. Wolverines have Beasley, Barker, Huey, Wallenjevitz, and Barksdale on the floor. Beasley's going to inbound. Beasley trying to get in. Cotton was holding Mike Wallenjevitz, had him by the jersey real firm. And finally the foul is called with no time coming off the clock. Wallenjevitz going to shoot 2. And Wolverines enter the 2-shot free throw shooting bonus with a minute 14 left in the game.
Wolverines trying to seal this victory with a 12-point lead with a minute 14 remaining.
No post-game show today, but after the girls' game, there'll be an extended one. We'll talk about both ball games. But girls' game is going to start promptly, we think, after the boys' game. Scheduled for 5 o'clock. It is, my watch is on backwards.
As fast as this first half went, slow as the second half went, it is already after 5 o'clock. So immediately following the boys' game, we will have the girls' game for you.
Probably 15 to 20, about 15 minutes after the boys' game, the girls' game will be going. There's Wallenjevitz shoots 1. It's good.
Yeah, both girls' teams have to take their warm-ups and everything like that, too. So be about 10, 15 minutes or so.
Wallenjevitz hits it. It's a 13-point game. Mike's second shot. No good, and it's rebounded by Damon Young. Young has his pass intercepted by Beasley, though. Wolverines playing ball-hawking defense right now, causing a lot of Penn Hills turnovers. Barker to Beasley. Sean lays it in. It's 86-71 Woodland Hills. They're gunning for 90 points right now. One of the most dominating performances I've seen in my 2 years announcing here after one of the worst on Friday night. Cotton takes a three. It's no good. Beasley tried to tip it, but he tipped it out of bounds. And if you could pull yourself away from the girls' game, Andrew Stockey of WPIAL TV, he's going to have a little coverage of this afternoon's game on WPIAL Sports. They'll probably be at the 6 o'clock news edition, so you want to check that out. Troy Cotton has that ball intercepted by Darnell Barksdale.
Crowd again erupts into a "We Want Rob" for Rob Mao to come out into the game.
Tim Bruner's going to check in, as Barksdale's going to shoot free throws. And we'd like to thank our crew this afternoon: Chris Cody, Shalonda King, and Brian Eckenrode on camera. My broadcast partner Brian Moroziak, myself, Matt Bush, my statisticians Tim Bostard and Jamie Smutto, and our director Wes Goldstein, also helping down there, Jay Soblowski. Barksdale hits a free throw, and the fans are going to get their wish because Big City's coming in. Big City going to replace Wallen-Jevitz. Wallen-Jevitz played a whale of a game today. Got to give Mike a lot of credit. Barksdale hits his first. Barksdale's second shot is good, 88-71. Wolverines possibly looking for 90 points right now with 40 seconds left. They haven't done that in a while. Last time they scored more than 90. Here's a three, in and out, no good. Bruner can't get the board, but goes out of bounds. Can check the last time the Wolverines scored 90 points. That was against Gateway on February 5th, 1991. 29 seconds left. Barker trying to get that pass. He had a shot for it, but he wasn't able to get a Patoto with 24 seconds left. Comes up, takes a three, and hits it 88-74. Mao to Barksdale. Oh, but Barksdale couldn't hold on to the pass. 16.2 seconds left. This tops up. This is the tied for third for the most points ever scored in a Woodland Hills game. Wolverines scored 88 against Valley on February 19th, 1991. Three hit by Jeff Brock. 11-point game, 88-77. And Penn Hills going to get the ball with 9.5 seconds left. The Indians cutting his lead rapidly here. Coaching the lead on that happy with only 9.5 seconds left. Looks like this game's done.
It'll just look a little bit better for the Indians in the paper tomorrow.
Brock's going to take another one. No good. Barksdale tried to get the board away from Ionot. Here's 10. Way off balance as he took that three. Down to 1 second left. But Toto, it will count, but it's no good. And the Wolverines come out of the Section 4 clash with an impressive 11-point win, 88-77. The Wolverines, terrific ball game today. Final stats for Penn Hills, Brian.
For Penn Hills, Stone had 3, Young had 8, Patoto had 10, Brock had 13, Cotton had 15, Wilson had 8, Cole had 6, Britt had 6, and number 40, who was, what was 40's name again?
Jake Sapina.
Yeah, Jake Sapina had 6. Matt, how about for the Wolverines?
For the Wolverines, Matt Barker with 9. Delrica Fletcher with 17. Chris Evans with 5. Barksdale with 2. Dixon, impressive today. He had 13. Henderson with 1. Mike Wallen-Jevitz with 20. Played his best game of the season by far. And leading Woodland Hills today, he had that jam in the third quarter. Sean Beasley with 21. Stay tuned for the girls' game. It will be in about 15 minutes. Again, the boys defeat Penn Hills 88-77. Stay tuned here on Woodland Hills High School Television.